Hello and welcome to Empire of Wargames. My name is ePlash and today we are going to talk about the Space Marine Battleforce. If you enjoyed the content, consider leaving a thumbs up and subscribing, as well as checking the links down in the description below if you want to support Empire of Wargames. Alright, let's get into the video. To no surprise to anyone, we are getting another Space Marine Battleforce this year. I think this was predictable. I was actually predicting a little bit more chapter-specific Battleforces in my 2021 prediction video. But yeah, it is what it is. We are getting a regular Space Marine Battleforce, which is usually the better thing because more people can actually be excited about it, start new chapters, expand their existing ones, and so on. This box looks to be very exciting, not phobos for once. It has been a very long time since we didn't have just random reavers thrown into our battle forces. But yeah, today is the day and we are getting some exciting models. Alright, so first up, a small disclaimer before we continue going over the units one by one. I can't go over the box and analyze it for every single chapter out there, so if you have any specific questions for a chapter, if you want to know if this box is good for a specific chapter, how to upgrade it for a specific chapter, let me know in the comments below and that's how I can help you the best. Other than that, yeah, I'm going to go over the units. I'm going to talk a little bit about the chapters I think this box is most useful for, but generally speaking, I can already tell you that this box is universally applicable to any chapter. Alright, the first model we are going to talk about is our HQ choice, the Primaris Captain. This one sadly doesn't have a lot of options on the sprue. He either has a pointy finger or a power sword, and that's basically it. All you can do is attach a power fist to him and give him a plasma pistol, and that way you can get that loadout. Other than that, if you're interested in other Primaris Captain variants, there's still the Indomitus one all over eBay for $10 or maybe even less. So if you want that one, if you like that one aesthetically and you're just starting out with Space Marines, take a look at that. But all in all, I'm really happy we are not getting a lieutenant. A captain is always useful and a cool model. And this one, curiously enough, hasn't seen a lot of value boxes despite being the basic Primaris captain. So it's cool to see him included. Alright, next up, let's talk about our troops choices. We have 3 of them. So first up are the regular intercessors. You probably know what to expect. They're your ranged unit. You have all the bolter variants, considering this is not an easy to build sprue, but the full sprue with all the bits. Despite that, you are not getting any real melee weapons for your sergeant, but thankfully this is what the assault intercessors were probably included for. Also, the ranged intercessors are also useful for ranged chapters, so Imperial Fists and Ultramarines are going to be really happy about their inclusion, especially if you are looking to start a new chapter. Next up, we are going to talk about the assault intercessors. These were included to cater more towards the crowd that is interested in expanding or starting a melee chapter. They are obviously very useful, good troops choice all around, a little bit cheaper than regular intercessors, and their sprue, most importantly, includes thunder hammers, power fists, power swords, and so on, so you can use those weapons for their sergeants, but also for the sergeants from the regular intercessor squad. So this is very useful. I'm glad they were included. The multi-part kit from the assault intercessors is really good, and yeah, all around good inclusion. And lastly, for our troops choices, we have the heavy intercessors. These have been included in the Pariah Nexus box back in the day, so this is the second value box, quote unquote. They have been included in. Pariah Nexus obviously wasn't that good, but this one looks to be the first time they are discounted in a proper box. And I'm happy they are discounted because the regular kit is rather expensive, but the models are really cool, even though they are not very competitive. Next up are the Blade Guard veterans. This is our elite choice and another melee option for the box, to balance out the fact that we have heavy intercessors as another ranged option. Now, the Blade Guard veterans see competitive play from time to time, and their full kit offers some options for kit bashing your Primaris Captain, for example, or any of the regular intercessors should you want to. One of the coolest kits, the models look very impressive, one of the most ornamented kits in all of the Primaris lineup, and all in all, very useful unit, no matter what type of games you like to play, be it casual or competitive. And last but not least, we have the Storm Speeder. This one has 3 variants. You don't have to glue the main weapons as far as I know, so you can just stick them on. And yeah, it's enough to indicate what kind of Storm Speeder you're playing, which offers a lot of flexibility. You can also magnetize the model rather easily, so there's that. Cool model all around, sadly not very competitive, so using this guy for the rule of cool. But yeah, it's good to see the model discounted, even though it just released this year. Alright, next up are the savings, and as you can see, the savings here are crazy. Compared to any other Battleforce, this is by far the box with the highest discount. If the box would cost £125, which I highly doubt. I think this box is going to be costing either 130 or 135 pounds to even out the playing field a little bit. But if it's going to cost 125 pounds, I can see this box disappearing within minutes. So yeah, for now, the best advice I can give you is to pay close attention to the Warhammer community articles, to check out the pricing and to see how much you're actually going to save. If you want to stay updated via other means, you can feel free to follow me over on Twitter. I will post about that a lot. Next up, we are going to talk about the points. The base points this box offers are 860 and definitely above average. The only box that offers more from the 40k lineup is the Death Guard one. There's also a big benefit to having roughly 100 points above 750 points, because then you can tinker around with the lists and yeah, adjust them to your 750 point game and play a game with the models included out of the box, because you have an HQ choice, which is apparently not normal for the 40k battle forces these days, and you have a good chunk above 750 points, so that allows you to adjust the list a tiny bit towards your favorite chapter or the way you want to play. Alright, so here are two example lists. Obviously the lists are not very different from each other, but they are more leaning towards assault intercessors for a melee chapter and regular intercessors for a ranged chapter, so don't have too much space and wiggle room when it comes to tinkering with your list, but you can adjust it a little bit to your needs, which is fine for the beginning. You'll have more space and more options once you upgrade your list, buy new models, or if you already have a big chapter and you're just buying this to add on, you obviously have all the options to play around with this box. Alright, when it comes to the 1000 points upgrade, I really had a little bit of a problem, because as I said at the beginning of the video, every chapter is very different. Every player has a little bit of a different need when it comes to their list. Is it competitive? Is it casual? Is it for Crusade? And so on. But a general tip I can give to anyone who's buying this box, and this is the first Space Marine box or for a new chapter, is to pick up a kit, any kit that has anti-tank firepower, and in this case I decided to include an Eradicator squad. We are 5 points over, but you can easily adjust it by removing an intercessor of your choice or whatever else you have. So yeah, if you are buying this box as a first chapter or as a first time Space Marine player, buy something that has anti-tank firepower, whatever it is. And other than that, if you have specific questions, as I said, drop them down in the comments below and I'll try to help you out there. Alright, so to get to the conclusion, this box looks very, very promising, especially compared to the rather bad boxes the Space Marines have gotten in the last couple of years. The past battle forces have been plagued by Reavers and other Phobos units, but this year offers a lot of basic troops choices. They offer Blade Guard veterans, which are solid, a basic Space Marine captain is always useful, and a Storm Speeder is a cool looking new model. So if you are looking to start a new chapter, or if you are looking to add on to a rather young chapter that you have just started playing and painting, this one looks to be the perfect box. I think veterans who just stick to their Blood Angels or Ultramarines and they already have 50 intercessors, 30 assault intercessors and so on, they don't really need that box. I don't see any benefit of buying this box if you just want to stick to your one chapter and if you are stacked on Space Marines or regular Primaris Marines and so on. So yeah, this box offers a lot of variety. Obviously the savings are looking to be insane, even if this box is going to be £5 more expensive. As I said, pay close attention to the pricing and the Warhammer community articles to stay up to date on that. And yeah, the points included are also above average. So all in all, I would personally rate this box a 9 out of 10 as well, because I really don't see any flaws with this box. This box offers good savings, decent points, good models all around. It's perfect to start a new chapter, especially if you are looking towards Imperial Fists, for example. And it's just a good add-on for someone who just bought one of the combat patrols, one of the Space Marine combat patrols, and wants to really add on to their army. It just looks like an all-around very, very useful box, and I can't find too many faults with it. Alright, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Other than that, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.